Hey everybody, it is me Brianna, and I am back with another topic or bunch of things that I want to talk about with the lies that we know as truth about a lot of things. That there are roles for people based on your walk of life, your gender, skin color, height and weight, where you belong and where you don't belong, your worthiness, your attractiveness. So, you know, toxic people, abusive people, they have recreated a lot of things. Toxic people have recreated the world and everything that makes up the world so that they can do what they need to do in a flawless way. They can be well hidden predators, right? They can do very fucked up things with a flawless victory, right? Causing no suspicion. Don't ruffle no feathers. Religion, history, philosophies, societal norms, sociology, right? All of the things that are normal or good. And it removes common sense. It removes decency. It removes morality. It removes sanity. And so they are very much on control. And so the biggest lie that is in every aspect, in education, especially in religion, and the roles that they tell everybody that they gotta play based off of, their walk of life and their identity, is really crazy. That is submissiveness. To be submissive, subservient, second class human or not human at all, to be dehumanized. To be dehumanized for exploitation and their pleasures and entertainments, right? And when it comes to gender roles, right, that's what women and girls are put here for. If you're born and you have a vagina, that's what you're put here for. If you're black, that's what you're put here for. If you are queer, that's what you're put here for. If you are disabled, that is what you're put here for, right? If you're brown or dark skinned, that's what you're put here for. Exploitation. For their worldly, earthly pleasures and entertainments. For them to laugh and get off on however they please. For them to mistreat you to the ends of the earth. And I'm specifically going to talk from all aspects, but you mostly hear this in religion, and it is really fucked up because you don't need to be submissive or become one flesh, which means that it's so crazy because if become one flesh is okay, it's supposed to so-called highlight the partnership or the union of a person, but the person who is the lesser or supposed to be submissive or mistreated and exploited is going to be mistreated and exploited because it often falls on the woman, and it's not only her responsibility, but it's going to be her consequences. And he, the man or the masculine person, needs the freedoms. Like if this is supposed to highlight the whole partnership bullshit that y'all say is good and godly, why does it only fall on one person? Why does it only become consequences for one person? Why does one person have to get ingrained in their brain, get it through their thick skull about sin and karma? It's just it's so fucked up. And it is linked to emotional abuse. Break down a person's self-esteem, dignity, manipulate their feelings, distort their reality. It is psychological as well. You hijack their free will. You indoctrinate them. You gaslight them. You tell them anything. And it is so fucked up because you have to carry that, right? The person on the receiving end, the person who is being victimized, they have to carry that. The person who is being mistreated, right? The wife, the mother, the feminine presenting person has to carry all of that all of the time. But then they, right, the abusers or the man, right, gets to be looked at as so powerful and is making things happen. And it's so fucked up. So I'm here to tell you, don't be submissive. Don't be submissive. You are nobody's slave, or you're not some human-like creature, or what they say, a second-class human. You are not here to be anything less than yourself. And so, fuck them. Be you. Do you. And anybody that threatens you, that has to feel uncomfortable, or what they say that the devil is here, or that Jesus is coming back, whatever the fuck they gotta say to get their feelings out, they will say it in the most gut-wrenching or disrespectful or eye-catching way. Like, it is so crazy the way that they want attention and control. Oh, you're doing this against yourself, or against the betterment of God, or against us, or against your family, against the people that love you. If your truth and freedom and independence, if you being your own person, basically, threatens them, and they become reactive and of this tolerance, right? This great aggression, leave. I have heard and experienced a lot of things. Like, oh, you might think that for right now, but I'm going to get the last laugh, or I'm going to get the final say, or I know what I know and you're just proving me right. Don't engage. Don't deter them or try to clarify. Don't explain yourself, and damn sure don't feel apologetic. You are here as your own person with your own independence, free will. It's mighty funny how all of that goes out of the window when it comes to you. You have to be submissive. You need to be an obedient little girl to be a submissive woman of God. That's what they say. Because they love using religion. Because you could go above man and government, but you can't go above God. God has the final say. So if they say God said something, it'll really put you in your place, quote unquote. Fuck that God. Because if God told them to tell you what it is and what it ain't, as though he didn't make your ass, fuck all of them. And that's another thing. God didn't make no group chat. So how the hell you know what God said about me when God's supposed to be coming into my heart? Ain't that what y'all say? God came to you in your heart and God told you this, that, and the third. Why all of a sudden God didn't come to me? He came to you. And then they want to manipulate that into, oh, it's because you're not a person of God and you need to know God, or let God back into your heart. And then they will go in with their bullet point list of what you need to do for their appeasement, but they saying that it's for God. It's really fucked up. But keep being yourself. Keep being yourself. There's nothing wrong with you because of your skin color, your walk of life, your tax bracket. There's nothing wrong with you because of your gender identity or your sexual orientation. There's nothing wrong with you because of your hair texture or the way that you are a go-getter. Don't let these people deter you, because they know that the biggest superpower that you have, the biggest groundbreaking thing that you can do, is being yourself. Because it's mighty funny, like I said, just to go back, how free will doesn't exist when it comes to you. Free will goes out the window when it comes to you. Free will sucked up like the air in a vacuum pack when it came to you. They don't get that power. They want that power. as though you're not human, as though you don't exist, as though you're not your own human, and you're not supposed to exist for you, as you. Don't be submissive. Be free. Speak up. Dress how you want. Respect don't come with a skin color. Respect don't come with a certain religion. Respect don't come with a certain tax bracket or tax less bracket, especially those religious preachers and teachers and so-called spiritual leaders and counselors. The most profitable business, is to be in a nonprofit. And they want to be preachers, which is so crazy. So crazy. So crazy. But keep being yourself, because they're powerful being themselves, and that is to have power over you, because toxic people only want control. To remove the life out of everything for their benefit and comfort and security. They afford their comfort off of others. You afford your comfort off of you and your own freedoms and just simply being yourself. And they hate that, because how dare you think that you could sit with me? How dare you think that you could be on my level? How dare you think that you could threaten what I said is perfection, which is me? How dare you think that you got room to breathe and exist and be yourself? How dare you? So, dare. Be yourself. Go out there. Do the thing. Get it done. Pursue your dreams. Live. Experience. Be discerning. Tell them motherfuckers no and mean it and walk away. Because what it is what it's going to be. And you meant it the first time, and you won't have a second time saying it. You will not repeat yourself. Stand on business. Be confident. They think that all of the good things only apply to them, and all the responsibilities and all the commandments of God lies on you. They fall on you. No more submissiveness. No more being obedient or a blind follower, or not asking questions, or allowing people to take power over you, or to be the head or the leader or head honcho, or the final say, the first and the last say. You get a say, and be where there's reciprocity. Be where you have a voice. Be where you're free to be yourself. Be where you are upheld, uplifted. Be where you are loved. Be where you don't have to be submissive. Be where there's no rules on your mind, body, and spirit. You are not here as your own mind, body, and spirit to be told that you can't be your own mind, body, and spirit. Be where you can be. Be where you can exist. Be where you can thrive. Be where you can love and be loved. Be where you can dress. Be where there's no comparable thinking or ideologies. Because toxic people love that. Because them having control quiets their insecurities. And they love projecting. They love totem poles, beauty standards, comparable thinking, comparing, matching. Be where you don't have to worry about that. Be where you're not given trauma and told that it's love. You don't have to be submissive. You need to be free. That's how it's supposed to be. And it's so crazy because they know that, but it only applies to them. Go be free. Be yourself. Be loved. Be bold. Be confident. Be independent. Know your worth. Add tax and then some. You are priceless. There's no limit on you. Energy cannot be created nor destroyed. Be yourself. That's all you are here to be, is you. And if they don't like that and they want to talk about how much it's a threat and how much it's going against God and how much it's going against society and how much it's going against perfection and how much it's going against the family image, fuck them. You don't need that. Because if what it is to be loved is to be hurt, you don't need to be there. That's not your home address. So, fuck them people, girl. Be out here living your life. That's all I gotta say. Be well and take care.